Hey, Tim's Workshop here. Hey, I'm going to do a video today on how to hook up a fish finder on a small aluminum boat. If you like the video, please subscribe, leave your comments, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks. Okay, so got the battery here, got the cable in here. I always tuck it in this little slot right here to keep it out of the weather. What I did was I soldered on some, put on some butt splices and put some liquid tape in the ends. And on the red wire, which is your power wire, I connected a fuse holder that I got from just an auto parts store. It has a, I think it's a 6 amp fuse. $250 volt 3 amp. So it's a 3 amp fuse. You got to have a fuse on it, okay? And then this over here is the ground wire. So you put the ground wire on the battery. And then hook up the positive. I always hook up the ground wire on everything first, in case you touch the positive. That way, if you just don't want it to spark on you, so it's best to always hook up the negative first. Because if you hook up the positive and accidentally hit ground, it's going to spark on you, so you don't want that. Just finger tight on this for now because I'm just doing it for the to show you how I have it hooked up. I have a Lawrence Elite 3X fish finder. The connector is right here. It's a 6-pin connector. Has a flat side here and flat side here. That's how you hook it up. There we go. They don't give you a lot of room to turn this nut with your fingers. Yeah, but it's connected. And then you fits in the slot here. Then you just power it on. There it is. It's powering up. Hopefully you can see that. Let me get over here. Yeah, I guess you can see it. If you watch some of my fishing videos on Fishing with Tim, you'll see me using it out in the water. Somebody asked me about the seal that I used on my video on how to clean and seal the aluminum boat with Flex Seal, and they asked if I had any more leaks, and I said yeah, I did, just on some of these rivets down here in the bottom. So what I did is, let me make sure the camera is pointing there. Yeah, I guess you could see it. So what I did is I cleaned around each rivet, and then I put some more Flex Seal and what you call cap sealing, and encapsulated the rivets. And so the last time I took it out, it wasn't leaking at all. So I got more rivets that are exposed here and around. So if I have any more leaks, I'll just do the same thing. Just kind of clean around the rivets and seal them up. But right now it's pretty good. So I'm going to take the camera off here and kind of show you how I have this routed and how it's hooked up to the for the transducer. It's on the bottom of the boat. All right. This is the wheels I put on another video. You'll see it if you look for boat loader part 2 on my video series. You'll see it where I put this on. So what I did is, when I did this, because of this being in the way, I decided to take the transducer off here. I sealed it up and put the screws in here, and moved it up here, so it's coming off the bottom of the new support here. So I got it so it's just even with that, and I put on this little bracket here. So it's kind of a stop to keep it from going too far past the angle of where it needs to be. It needs to be flat across here. And then I just screwed it on there, and the cable comes up here. Buddy, move. Move, buddy. Move. And comes up here, and I use these little cable keepers. That actually were for cable TV, and they have a little nail on them, and you just run the cable and put this over the top and knock it in. This is all wood, okay, so it's perfect to mount it to. And then I put one along the bottom here. I got several of them holding this cable up over to this point here, and then it comes across. So it's, it's not just in the way. I did have it over on this side of the boat, but I decided to move it over here to the other side, just because I wanted a good plane across here, and it works. So both of my transducers are on this side of the boat, on the big boat, and that's why I moved this one over here too, to keep it away from the prop action on this side, because I'm going to start using my gas Yamaha motor on Lake Kavanaugh, because the mini coated just isn't powerful enough to push this boat along when the weather starts getting rough. And in order to get back to the boat launch, you definitely don't want to be rowing back against the wind. No, that doesn't work very good, as I found out, which I'll never do that again. But you can have a motor on Lake Kavanaugh, where some of the other small lakes don't allow gas motors. So I use my electric on those. All right. So you like the video, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks.